All right. Let's take forward this conversation on Godrej Consumer. We have with us Abneesh Roy of Edelweiss Securities. He's been tracking the company, the sector since a while now. Hi, Abneesh. Good afternoon. What explains this 21% rally in the stock? I don't know when was the last time we have seen this kind of an intraday rally. More to do with the numbers, or do you think it's this change in management guards that's spurring this sort of hectic buying?
So definitely we have a very strong buy on Godrej Consumer, and it is among our top picks in the consumer space. Yes, numbers were good. Numbers were 2% ahead in terms of sales and EBITDA 5%. And we expect that FY22 should be even a better year. We expect that in second half of the year, palm oil could potentially correct, and lot of the price hike has happened and more will happen in soaps. So potentially margins could expand in second half. We see this stock's underperformance last 3-4 years starting to reverse from today. Today was the first day of that reversal, and we expect strong outperformance by Godrej to continue. Yes, definitely yesterday's development of Mr. Sitapati getting appointed, I think it's extremely positive development. We would expect significant scale up in terms of aggression, new launches, and distribution reach in the rural areas. Already in Africa, the person who came from Nestle, he has done a very commendable job, and we have seen last few quarters very significant growth in the sales and margins also. Even Indonesia has come back in terms of sales growth this time, which also is a good step. So we see multiple levers for Godrej Consumer to close the gap with Dabur, Marico kind of names. So yes, it's just a start. There could be some hiccups because still there is time, but next 2-3 years this stock could be one of the best performers in the consumer staples space.
Everybody would say that management, firstly Pankaj here, thanks so much for taking our time for us. When we just try and say about the management, what happened to a Tata Consumer, what happened to a Nestle after the new management, what happened to a Britannia after the new management, all of these are examples, and that's one of the key reasons for this excitement today.
Yes, absolutely, you summed it correctly. We have put all these names in the report, and many names we had to delete because of limited space. So if you see, Hindustan Unilever is regarded as absolutely the golden yardstick in terms of the best systems, process, aggression, innovation funnel, analytics, automation, and all that. So I'm sure that he will take Godrej Consumer also to the next level. And I would say there are more things required. I think there is an aggression from L'Oreal in the hair color in the bigger cities we have seen last 2-3 years. There is also increasing competition from the unorganized household insecticides against GCPL, and they have taken almost a 14-15% market share in the overall HI. Plus, there is huge headroom for GCPL to really scale up in the health hygiene platform. So I would say there is lot of initiatives which the current and the new MD can do to really take growth to the next level. And I would also expect some of the non-core assets outside India also, those also getting tested, whether it makes sense for GCPL to exist in such businesses, say in Africa or say South America, or some of the non-core assets. I think India, the focus should increase. India is where the excitement is. And Godrej Consumer has got very strong brands. And also a lot of tailwinds have come because of the wave 1, wave 2. There are tailwinds which is there for the categories in which GCPL is present. So I think multiple reasons for the stock to continue to remain strong in the coming quarters.
About GCPL, you started your point by saying it's an underperforming name. When a stock reverses the underperformance and a PE goes up, especially for a company like Godrej, which has a great pedigree, once the performance starts to come, the re-rating will not take time.
So if you see, before today's movement, Godrej Consumer was very tempting valuation at around 31-32 times FY23 PE multiple versus Dabur and Marico, which are also Indian FMCG companies, at 40-42 times. Of course, Nestle and Hindustan Unilever are at a far higher multiple. In the last 5 years, if you see, yes, GCPL has underperformed, it has got derated, but there was a time frame also when GCPL's valuations were very close to Hindustan Unilever. So I would say GCPL has room to read it further from here in the coming quarters. I think overall what we expect is the margin trajectory should improve in the coming years. The return ratio also should improve as the non-core assets keep getting shrunk, and also as Africa business picks up, as Indonesia also after the last 1 year of muted performance comes back. So I would say that it will be a story of valuation catch up with some of the other FMCG companies, which I mentioned the 4 names. And also I think there will be an increase in the estimate, especially for the FY23. I would expect palm oil prices to come off, and I would take the management to take far more initiatives in terms of product development, distribution and analytics and automation also. So both things should happen.
Right, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for taking out time for us, telling us what do you make, what do you make essentially of these changes coming in as far as market is concerned. Just to house you, JP Morgan has written a note this morning. They maintain their overweight. 805 is the target price, what they have, and India had been in line. The new CEO appointment definitely comes in as a positive is what they are saying. On that note, taking a break, stay tuned. We'll get previews of UPL, Tata Power, Lupin, Voltas.